Grand floating, y'all. Grand floating. You are tuned in to the Messy Mermaids podcast. I'm your host, Tiff Wright, author of the Geech Mobile Reef series. Welcome. Now, because we are still so new, this is only our fourth episode, I wanted to take a quick second to remind you exactly what it is we do here. This podcast is an audio drama that serves as the Watch What Happens Live of the Geech Mobile Reef series, which is a cozy young adult slice of life series about low country mermaids in the Gullah Geechee waters that have sea god heritage as well. Every month, I sit down and interview my own characters. We talk about life at Geech Mobile, pop culture up here on land, and all the messiness in between. Today, I have a phenomenal guest. She is the lead character in my fourth short story, Chasing the Tide. She is a brilliant educator at the Olokun Reef Academy and a professional siren, or as they say down in the reef, she is from the Gizmersa clan. Please welcome to the show, Lisa Franklin.
Grand floating Tiff, grand floating everybody. Thank you so much for having me. Honestly, after the month I've had, I am just happy to just sit down, sip a little sassafras wine, and catch up.
Listen, I completely understand. You've had quite the emotional roller coaster lately between your booming career and your merman having you completely stressed out. We have a lot to get into today.
Whoo! Don't I know it? I am ready to spill it all. Oh,
Well, good. Because before we get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta premiere tea, we need to talk about your reality. Listeners, pour yourself a glass because we are diving straight into the reef to spill some, not tea, but some sassafras wine. All right, Lisa. In Chasing the Tide, we see you and Darius hit a major miscommunication wall. Walk us through exactly what happened.
girl. So, it was the night of my huge performance at Kodak's Grotto, of course. Suzanne Gordy, the major talent agent, she was in the crowd. It was the biggest night of my career so far, and Darius completely missed it.
Which is devastating, obviously. Ooh.
For real. We got into this massive fight about him missing the performance, and he stormed off.
And that is exactly where the chaos starts.
Exactly. Because when he left the New Moon event last night, earlier that night, he left his frequency tuner behind. And without it, his messenger orb lost its frequency. So he couldn't send or receive messages. I actually thought he got my messages until Sharon came by with his missing tuner,
Hmm.
which led to this frantic, desperate chase all over the reef, trying to find each other while the tide was shifting. Hence the name, Chasing the Tide.
Wow. It is so wild how quickly we panic when communication stops. When that orb is dead, or for us landwalkers, when the cell phone goes straight to voicemail,
Mhm.
assumptions can just run wild.
Absolutely. The silence makes you jump to the worst conclusions.
True. So true. Well, speaking of jumping to conclusions, let's shift to swimming up to the surface for a minute because the Real Housewife premiere gave us a lot to chew on. We're what, 4 episodes in now? And at
Mhm.
least I know they broadcast the surface shows down in the reef, a little delayed, but still. Did you catch it yet?
Oh, honey, you know I did. Me and my other sirens, we had a whole watch party after rehearsals.
Nice. Okay. First of all, let's get into Drew. She wears me out. Okay, Drew. In every single confessional, she cannot wait to slander somebody or give some type of cryptic tidbit that discounts them or tries to make somebody look bad and just throws random weird shade.
Right, it's so heavy. Trying to downplay K Michelle was crazy.
Literally crazy. And questioning Shamea about her husband in that specific tone, trying to be innocent, but we all knew what she was trying to get at. while her own situationship was sitting there on video chat. Ma'am, please. Especially knowing what
Mm,
she's dealing with right now with housing and custody stress. She needs to put all of that good energy out into the world that she can. Being childish helps nothing, especially not her karma.
absolutely nothing. But on the flip side of that energy, we do have Porsha. Now we know Porsha loves love, dating and flirting, and she don't do single too well.
No.
But she came in hot these first few episodes now.
So hot. And it's funny because I recognize that guy Mike from Ready to Love. He was cute though, stocky chocolate face card. But that whole wedding scene was kind of awkward. It seemed so forced. They put way too much on it.
Too much. But if you've been looking at the upcoming episodes, she went for a completely different flavor.
Yes. And if you've been on her social media, you know exactly what we're talking about. I'm coming out.
Hashtag WLW.
Yes. Right, because one thing about Portia, we're gonna keep watching and she's gonna make sure we do to see what happens next in her love life. Okay, so now we
Mhm.
gotta talk back about Shamea. Now Shamea's body's always been tea, always. She always gives a perfect shape in a very slim, thick way.
Absolutely.
Yes, but the difference in her body between last season and this one, it's much more boom bang pow. It's giving mommy makeover, and I love that for her.
We love it. But you know who I was most excited to see back on the screen? Hey, Michelle. Ooh.
Yes. It's so good to have her back on reality TV. Finally. First of all, that is my soror, DST. Love her. And she knows exactly how to deliver a good Southern read. So I'm looking forward to that in the future episodes.
Because down here, we call that a Sulan read. It really highlights the creativity of our carved Mercers in the reef.
Nice. And I'm also really excited about her country career. I love the reclaiming of the space more and more by us, the originators of country music. Wait, Lisa, you are a professional siren. Do you sing country down in the reef?
I can definitely hit the notes, but I stick to R&B and jazzy scats.
Fair, fair. Love it. Well, speaking of the reef, it's time for a quick break brought to you by Kodak's Grotto. And for the listeners, Kodak's is owned by Randall Freeman, who used to be a Cumby Totes athletic champion before he opened up the lounge.
It is absolutely the best spot to go grab a drink. We love pulling from our Gullah Geechee landwalker descendants and the ingredients they use to make our libations.
Yes.
Sassafras has so much history, so we make sure to honor that directly in our culture.
That's really amazing. And a quick shout out to Darius, his promotional company, D Jones Promotions. If you're looking for a good time, make sure you hit up their new moon events. All right, we are back at it. It is time for our messy moment of the week. Lisa, you go first.
Ooh, okay. So, occupational hazard of teaching. I had a young student who was part squid get a
Uh-oh.
little too excited.
Oh boy.
He accidentally inked right in the middle of the vocal run, and it got all over my scales. I was literally swimming through a mess.
Oh Lord. Oh no. That sounds like a disaster.
It was. But what about you?
Ooh, mine is definitely a day job messy moment. So I have a coworker who was being very unprofessional with me, tried to talk to him about it directly, but he
Mm,
wasn't responding at all, going nonverbal and all that. So I had to bypass the messiness, take it straight to the bosses. Because one thing about me, I will never let disrespect slide, ever. You never let it slide. We got it handled, but it was messy.
But hey, I'm glad it was handled. I know that's right.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. Now it's time to cleanse the palate. Something a little more positive. It's time for Bay of the Month. I'll kick us off. My Bay of the Month is Regé Jean Page from You, Me, and Tuscany. A lot of people know him from Bridgerton. I'm one of the few people who actually hasn't seen Bridgerton, so I wasn't aware of his charm.
Oh, you missed out.
I see that now. And in the interviews on the press run, he was so charming and doted on Hallie. And his smile is lethal. Woo. And then in the
Mm-hmm.
movie, he played this like snarky wine owner turned lover boy so well. And those abs in the vineyard, did I mention his smile? I did, but I'm gonna say it again. It's easy to see why it made $9 million domestically opening weekend. We love that for our black rom coms. And Lisa, who was yours?
Oh, well, even though we survived that massive miscommunication, my Bay of the Month is definitely my merman, Darius.
Oh, yes, we love to see it. Hashtag Black Love.
We really do. It's his passion, his drive, and his hustle that I love so much. Plus, he has a gorgeous, godlike face, which definitely doesn't hurt.
No, that never does. Oh, friend floating, Lisa. I'm so glad I caught you.
Sharon?
Uh, Hello? Who is this?
Tiff, this is Sharon. She works with Darius on the promotions brand. Sharon, I'm kind of busy right now. I'm actually on a podcast.
Oh, I know. I just happened to tune in and wanted to orb in to say hi. You know, Darius has been so tight-lipped lately. He won't tell me anything about what you two have been up to. Is there any tea you want to share with your friend Sharon? Okay, Sharon. The investigative journalism here.
Everything is wonderful, Sharon. Thank you. We're just keeping our business to ourselves, but I'll be sure to tell Darius you checked in.
Oh, well, okay then. Just trying to be a good friend. Bye. Wow, okay. She's definitely giving nosy today.
Cha, she is a lot sometimes, but honestly, she's pretty nice. And for those who read the book, she definitely helped Darius and me out in a really big way, honestly. Our personalities just tend to clash.
Fair. So fair. Well, before we wrap things up, let's play a quick game of our favorite segment, Land or Lore. I name something from on land, and you give me the Geech Mobile Reef equivalent. Ready?
Ready?
Okay. Social media.
Well, oh, down here it is Orb Stream. It is completely crucial for Geese Mercer's career to use it.
All right. Date night fashion.
We're stepping out in a beautifully woven current wraps, indigo praise cloth, and hand woven sweetgrass. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Tiff.
All right, Messy Mermaids, that is our show. Be sure to check out Chasing the Tide, available now, and subscribe to the Tiff Wright Writes newsletter for all the latest updates. I'm Tiff Wright, and remember, the tide may go out.
But the tea stays in the reef.
Bye, y'all.